Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
All right, good to go, Kimmy.
Okay. Alex, I posted a thirst trap and then I put a link for our podcast on it and it got like 100 subscribers in like 5 minutes.
Maybe that's just the way we do it.
Yeah, if they're going to disrespect us, we might as well work it.
Maybe people will only ever want to hear what we have to say if they see us naked first for some reason, which is crazy because you would think that once you see a girl naked, you've like reached the task and you don't really care what she says anymore.
No, because the thing is they like when we haven't started. Should we start?
I think that this is it. I think we should include this.
Oh, someone's going to be pissed because I was eating popcorn in the beginning.
Oh, damn it.
We already lost a subscriber talking about gaining subscribers.
That's all right. We'll just post more thirst traps. It's fine.
Hit it, Frank. What's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm Kim Congdon. Whoa. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, Kimmy.
I got all turned around. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Like I said, I posted a thirst trap and then we got a bunch of subscribers on our podcast and that might be the way now.
I feel like I don't know how to properly anytime I have a thirst trap, it's by accident. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know once I set the mentality to take a thirst trap, I'm out of it. I can't get in the zone and it's not going to end up being sexy because I'm thinking about being sexy.
Oh, not me. I focus on one. I never get an accidental thirst trap. I have to create one.
No, you've got an accidental thirst trap.
I have one that I can think of that is an absolute fire thirst trap and it was accidental. One.
All of my thirst traps are just like decent pictures of me in a bikini, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get into the zone of feeling sexy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like something celebrities are great at. And I'm like, I don't even understand how you reach that mentality of just like putting hot out there. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I've put quite a few thirst traps out there. So for me, it's the return I get.
No, I don't even.
It's not even about the likes. It's just like people. You're right. Like when I put out thirst traps, people then accidentally stumble on my stuff, and they're like, "Oh, she's also funny." It is really fucked up, but it's like
it's amazing.
Sometimes you have to. I call it playing dumb like a fox.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You said that to me last night for sure while we were talking.
It's one of my favorite things. I had this book that was kind of fucked up. I agreed with about 60% of it. It was called Why Men Love Bitches. But the 60% I agreed on was like absolutely 100%. This is a fact.
Okay.
And one of the things that it said was that women have an advantage. Our strength comes from playing dumb like a fox sometimes. It's like sort of playing chess. It's like, yeah, you could also like fight a man and like maybe beat him in this battle, or you could like work with him and trick him out of the way.
See, you're fucking me up because like whenever I even have these, like even just this conversation is reminding me that I am so much more manipulative than I would like to admit. Like I feel like I like do in relationships and otherwise like play a role of like this just so happens to be, when in reality I definitely am thinking about like what move is next for what outcome.
Yeah, a lot of times we do it natural. I mean, it's natural.
So like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it is natural, but I feel like it's like probably comes from like a more selfish mentality. Like it comes from the selfish side of things, you know?
Yeah, but also I'm a huge believer that if everybody was like not selfish in a way that they were hurting other people, but selfish in the way that they were focusing on their own needs, that the world would be a much better place. If everybody was a little more selfish and stopped worrying about what everybody else was doing and just focused on themselves, I think it would be better.
Interesting.
So I think there is a positive in being selfish sometimes.
I get that. I literally immediately applied it to sex in my mind, but it applies there really hard. Like, you know, like
how?
Like, I feel like often when two people aren't having like a great sexual connection, it's because they're both like overly thinking about how to please the other person and not getting it right. Whereas if they were just entering the scenario trying to please themselves and both of them were focusing on their own pleasure, the sex would be a lot better.
It's 100% true.
Right?
Sex started getting so much better for me and the person I was having sex with when I started doing it and focusing on myself a little more.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is just really good advice for women. I feel like men do a really great job of focusing on themselves during sex. So this is not for you.
Men don't even listen to this, honestly. Don't listen to this advice. You will take it way too far.
I thought you meant they don't even listen to this podcast. I'm like, you're right. It's not a permanent nude thirst trap.
No, I meant any men who are listening shouldn't listen to this advice because I know that you'll take it too far and hurt somebody's feelings and or physical body.
We can't be responsible for you hurting your chick, dude.
I can't.
But
women should definitely go into it thinking like that. You'll have a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Trick men, do thirst traps, do whatever you got to do. Every man is unsubscribing to our podcast. We fucking love our male fans, by the way. I got to tell you, we fucking love you guys. You really keep this show running with your horny asses.
Yep, you guys, we think of you as our like mechanics. You keep things running by
lubing it up.
Lubing it up. Yeah. Thank you, Kim.
And to the women who listen to our podcast, you are a treasure beyond anything we could have ever asked for.
I think of each of and every single one of you as my baby sister personally.
Me too.
I don't care how old you are.
Me too. I think of you as my sister and my best friend. And I feel like you know me so well. I love like when someone they like leave a comment about something like when a girl's like, oh, I was listening to the podcast and this happened and now I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I feel like we have a new friend.
I love it.
I feel like these bitches are gonna sync up with us.
I'm here for y'all. I'll give advice to you. Reach out. We're here. We're friends.
I might not get back to you. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my closest personal friends reach out and I don't write back.
It's like I'll give advice if it's like, you know, not life and death. But like, if you come at me with some shit that's so serious, it's like I might have to pretend I didn't see it.
Fuck. My computer's dying. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's not. I can't with you.
It is. You know, I looked and it looked halfway when we set up the podcast and now it's fucking just gave me that warning.
You're draining her, baby girl.
I'm draining her of all her energy and fluids.
All right, go get it over with. I don't know how to carry this show for 30 seconds. It's like if whatever I say in the next minute sucks, G-Mike's gonna have to edit it.
Okay, well, what the fuck did you have G-Mike pull up? I was gone for 35 seconds. The whole production took a shit.
I didn't have him pull anything up. I was trying to carry the show for the mere 35 seconds that you walked away, and I choked to death on my own words. So whatever, there's probably just an edit there now because G-Mike's a friend. He's not going to leave that in, you know?
We have to leave you choking on the pod.
I choke on my own words. Then I just put my head down on the microphone and close my eyes for a second because I smoked too much of a joint before the show.
How did you choke so hard in the maybe 20 seconds? I literally walked in the room, grabbed the charger, came back. How did you choke so hard that you had time to put your head down for a fucking nap?
I'll tell you what happened. I had something in my mind that I was going to say, forgot what it was, and then I got held up on trying to remember what that was instead of just saying something else. Like my brain just got held on that. And then I was like, shit, now I've been sitting here in dead air for too long and I got wrapped up in that.
Dead air? It was 4 seconds. Dead air?
Kimmy, I'm not a professional entertainer like in the same way that you are. It's
actually are.
You literally,
it's
but I'm working for
job.
You walked away. Honestly, the whole experience humbled me. I have more energy now than I did before when we just started the show 5 minutes ago. Because it's like, wake the fuck up, Alex. Get your shit together. Get your life together.
Should I walk
You've
away and give you
spoken
another
before.
15 seconds?
Don't, please. Listen, I'm a professional. We can do
Okay.
this.
Yeah, we
Come
can do
on.
this. No,
Let's
it's
talk
fine.
about gay Santa. You want to talk about
Oh,
gay
is that
Santa?
what it is? It's gay
I think
Santa?
I think that's what he brought up. But honestly, he was just trying to save me. I didn't say anything.
I'd love to take a gander at the gay Sant.
Yeah. So there's apparently a homoerotic Santa commercial.
Is that what they call it?
No, that's what I called it. I'm sure it's not too erotic. Okay, nice house. Okay, daddy.
Yeah. Okay.
We in a church now?
This is a feature film. Would Judd Apatow write this commercial? Why is it so long?
What's it?
He's looking at the
for?
choir boys.
No, I want to see it. I mean,
Santa's doing magic now. Oh, this is gay. That's the gayest part about Santa so far.
I thought the fireworks were kind of gay because I've never seen fireworks on Christmas.
Yeah, the fireworks were gay as fuck. I actually thought that too. This guy's falling in love with Santa Claus. He's trying to be Mrs. Claus. More fireworks, very gay. Oh, and he likes magic now. Is he
Santa knows
getting
sleight of
fatter?
hand. This is an old
like-
ass Santa too.
He's like, look behind your ear. I've got your dick.
Jeg kommer tilbake neste år. Ja, alle hvor vi har vært en sant, det drøpte jeg på deg da. Er jeg fin? Er fin? Jeg kommer til å savne deg. Det er mange som venter på pakkene sine. En dag i år.
This guy, okay. What is happening? And this is not a commercial. First of all, you said that this is a commercial. Up on the top left corner, it says it's called When Harry Met Santa.
What
So
is this?
this doesn't seem like a commercial. I mean, keep going. We're in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. The audio list. First of all, I completely forgot we're doing. Hold on, pause for a second, G-Mig. I completely forgot that we're doing an audio podcast, and all the audio listeners have heard in the past 2 minutes and 11 seconds, if they're still here, is, and then sometimes it's a different language. So this is my translation of what he's saying. Sometimes Santa makes me horny. I must go to church and repent. Oh, Santa does magic. That's gay. It is
Dude,
just if you can't see what's
this?
going on, it's definitely not a commercial. It's sort of like a trailer. It looks like this man who could be like, he's what I imagine when like I imagine getting a sugar daddy. He's like a good looking older man. And he is obviously very gay and in love with Santa Claus. But he's also like making like pocket Santa Clauses with like voodoo Santa Claus, and he's also trying to get fat like Santa Claus, and he's in church and he's crying.
There's a
and
church
he's trying to-
element. Yeah. There's
he's trying to-
like a satanic element. It almost seems like.
Yeah, dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is you. Now he's writing Santa love notes. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so he's writing Santa a love note. I'll do this. His name is Julianson. Okay, so he made Santa pine cones and a pine cone of him, and he put it up. Now he's waiting for Santa Claus. This is a 60-year-old man waiting by his chimney.
For an
Santa
80-year-old Santa, by the
For-
way.
yeah, for an 80-year-old Santa. Someone knocks. It's just like delivery. He comes back in his living room. Gay Santa's there. They're staring at each other. He's holding toys. Gay Santa, I don't know what he says, but he shrugs and gives him
I don't know, but I
smile.
kind of see it now. That's a hot old man.
Yeah. Gay, not Santa, starts walking towards Santa. He puts the toys down. He gets closer to him. They look each other in the eye. Santa looks at him. Gay, not Santa, looks at gay Santa. Gay Santa, gay, not
Come
Santa
on.
smirks.
What is Mrs.
They lean in
Claus gonna
closer.
think?
They lean in closer. They
Oh,
lean in
man.
closer. And
is-
their lips are touching.
that
It is
is-
two.
gay, dude.
He kissed Santa's mustache. I hate that I have to say that out loud. He gave
Such a
Santa's
sensual
mustache
kiss.
Now they're still kissing in the living room. Now we're fading out to the frosted glass. You could still see them in an embrace in the living room kissing. And then it says something in another language about the year 2022, which I think is when they're going to make this legal to do.
Dude, you can gay rape Santa in 2022?
Yeah. Yeah, you can gay rape Santa. That was a fucking journey.
What was it? Can you find out what that was for? Like what the text at the end says, like in 2022, all the people will be gay. Even Santa.
Even Santa will be gay. Even Santa sucks a cock. What if it said that? What was a commercial for?
What was it for, dude?
Are they selling gay now? Is it on the market?
I think, is it just encouraging gay? Because like population, too many people, more adoption.
Oh, in 2022, it will be 50 years since it became legal to love whomever you want in Norway.
That was the day that Santa came out.
That was the day that Santa came out and came in. Not gay. Not Santa. Gay man.
Not Mrs. Claus.
Not Mrs. Claus. He was over that ice cold pussy. He's like, this bitch pussy been frozen since Nam.
I mean, listen, I'm all for everybody loving everybody, but I'm not sure you could just change Santa's orientation after all of these years.
No, I disagree with the whole, well, if Santa was, the thing is, we don't need the storyline that Santa's been gay all along and hiding it from Mrs. Claus. It's like, can the kids have a good, we don't need a broken marriage in our holiday fantasy.
No,
I don't mind new gay characters. We can't make him leave Mrs. Claus. It's part of the thing.
I swear to God, I would sooner accept that Santa fucks the elves behind Mrs. Claus back. It's just more like it would at least fit in with the lore that I already know, that at least they all live in the North Pole together and they're just like his little slaves. Like, it makes sense to me. But him just picking one random dad on Christmas night to get down with.
No, oh honey, if Santa's in there hopping and tropping through that guy's gifts, you think he's not going down other dudes' chimneys?
If Santa's fucking that guy, Santa's fucking everybody. It's like hide your
Santa's
husband, hide your wife, hide your kids. Santa is on the fucking prowl tonight.
Yeah, Santa's gonna be like that dude from Abducted in Plain Sight. He's just me fucking full family members, jerking off dad, sucking on mom's tits.
And it's like, honestly, listen, it's never the child's fault if they're molested or whatever, but it's especially not their fault if they're molested by Santa. It's
right.
Like, I taught you to trust him. I sat you on the guy's lap, for Christ's sake.
I gave you to him.
I said, it's all right. Sit on his lap. Let him bounce you on his fucking knee while you tell him everything you've ever wanted. It's fucking gay already. Like,
it's such a fantasy.
Yeah. Dude,
no, what have we been doing?
How many pedophiles do you think just fucking grow that beard and apply for the Santa gig every year?
If you see a dude at a buffet growing a beard from fucking January to August, you know he's working on being Santa Claus. He wants those kids in his lap.
You know what? Fuck it. I officially don't trust Santas.
I don't trust Santas either.
Not my kid.
Nah, you're not gonna diddle my kid with the hope of an elf.
All right, you guys, let's take a quick second and talk about our sponsor. It's rockauto.com, the online store with every auto part at the best prices. This is your one-stop shop for everything auto parts. Rockauto.com has been in business for 20 years, and they make it easy to find the parts you need at the best possible prices. No more talking to counter guys who need to order your parts, aren't really sure what you're looking for, never have quite what you need, and then after all the hassle, they'll still charge you storefront markups. At rockauto.com, you could easily find everything you need, and whether you're a mechanic, an auto shop, or just working on your own car, everyone has access to the same incredible pricing at rockauto.com. So if you're a car guy, right now, go to rockauto.com and check out all the parts that they have available for your car. One more time, go to rockauto.com. No promo code needed, as their pricing is already that good. When you order, just make sure you tell rockauto.com that you heard about them on Broad Topix podcast. rockauto.com. All right, let's get back into the show. No, yeah, I don't know. I really just I can't believe that they've tried to make Santa gay. And truly, I'm happy for the people in Norway. I'm happy for the gays, and I'm gay for the happies.
Mhm.
But enough's enough with Santa's having to get.
Santa doesn't need to be cheating on his wife is the whole fucking point of this
It's
whole
like
thing.
I
And
don't care
don't
if he's
care.
a top. I don't care if he's a bottom.
I don't
just feel like
care. You're right. I would rather Santa and Mrs. Claus be cucking, or Santa being a cuck and the elves fucking Mrs. Claus or whatever.
or
I
they
mean,
get dirty with the elves, maybe fucking like elf orgies.
yeah, but he can't cheat on his
Whatever.
wife. He can't be cheating on
He
his
could
wife.
maybe ask the elves to make sex toys for them, like whatever it is.
How
Have
about
fun.
like we just keep sex out of Christmas?
Yes, I agree.
I think that's a good time. Like, I think that like maybe if it's a huge problem, how about we don't have Santa kissing anyone?
I feel like we could keep the sex out of Christmas. We could keep the sex out of like Easter Sunday,
Yeah.
like any major religious holiday, really. Ash Wednesday, you could take the sex out of Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. I also don't think that children that are like I've been seeing a lot like kindergarten age children are being taught like what gay and straight and like bi is. And for me, it's just it's like, doesn't even need to be a discussion yet, right?
Well, dude, yeah, we didn't go over this on Skanks yet, but I know it's been on our topic sheet for a little while. But like, we found this book called Santa's Husband. It's like a children's book, and like Bobby and I were looking through it, and it's like, first of all, it's entitled Santa's Husband, which is already what we're talking about. Like, you've changed Santa's entire sexual orientation and story. Fine, whatever. But even like one of the first pages was like the polar ice caps are melting. So Santa isn't like whatever. So it's like each page was like a different fucking
Crazy
controversial political like discussion, but it's geared at like kindergartners to be like, well, Santa's gay and the polar ice caps are melting and you should be panicking. It's fucking weird, dude.
It is weird. I think it's super important to teach like climate change and being like, if you litter, it's bad for the planet, like things like that. And even if I even don't mind going down to what makes a family. These people make a family, 2 dads make a family, 2 moms make. I don't mind any of that to make everybody feel included and like, things like that. But I don't think we need to be talking about whether people are gay or straight or bi when they're in kindergarten. It's like kids don't give a fuck. Wait until at least like I would say 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah, I mean, while you still think like the other gender is icky, it's kind of just a fucking.
I'd say 4th grade. You're like 9 years old. I think maybe that's a good time to bring it up.
Yeah,
maybe, but even that seems young. Like, do 9-year-olds even care about dating?
Well, it's like I don't even mind the bringing it up. It's just like the like forcing it down kids' throats in the context of like Santa's gay now, so deal with it. Like,
Santa's gay and he's fucking your father. We're getting a divorce. I caught your daddy blowing. I caught daddy blowing scent.
And that's what it would be too, because
they would be
Santa's
kissing.
fucking around with mommy, they're just kissing. But when dudes are so horny, man. That's what it would be.
It said that the ad that we watched was posted on YouTube on November 22nd to pay tribute to the 50th anniversary of Norway's decision to decriminalize homosexuality. They said it's about a postal serviceman that depicts a gay Santa struggling to balance his Christmas Day duties and a male love interest, has sparked an online debate with critics saying it sexualizes the holiday figure. The ad titled "When Harry Met Santa" shows a, what is this word? Burgeoning?
Burgeoning?
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it sounds like a word.
Romance between Harry and Santa. And of course, his name's Harry.
Romance.
Yeah. As leaves through the house through the chimney that night, fireworks fill the sky. They even noted the gay fireworks in the article.
It's so gay. There's no fireworks on Christmas. That's some fucking middle of the summer, hot ass night, gay 4th of July shit.
Anytime the fireworks are happening not in June or July, it's gay. Over
it's
the
implying
years,
a male orgasm. Yeah.
Yes. Over the years, the two continue to see each other on Christmas Eve and fall in love. Frustrated with only getting to see his lover once a year, he writes a note. At the end of the 4-minute ad, they share a long kiss.
It is really long and like deep. I don't know. I think I agree. I don't like the sexualizing Santa because like there even that song like the I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus song. I always thought that was weird as a kid. I'm like, well, how about mom fucking close your slut legs for one night of the goddamn year and don't expose me to that shit.
Yeah, I always thought that song was really weird. I saw mommy kiss. First of all, when you're a kid, you don't get it. So then you genuinely think it's a song about your mom kissing another man and it's someone that's your hero. It literally used to disturb me as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, it took it, and even like, I mean, you hear the line like, I don't know. Do you find out in the song it's dad or it's just like
what a sight it would have been if Daddy had only seen?
Yeah, you don't
Mama
understand it as a
kissing
kid.
Santa Claus. Yeah, and you're like, yeah, you're right. Daddy's gonna be upset about this. Mom's over here slobbing on Santa's candy cane.
Honestly, this might ruin Christmas for the whole family.
I mean, I'll get double the presents, so keep on doing what you're doing, Ma.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, that was really confusing. Santa baby, obviously, everyone knows is.
Oh, that one's really bad. That one's way worse because she's just like a whore for Santa, and I know that type of girl. Like I see that type of girl on TikTok. Like,
you know what? I just confused that one with, baby, it's cold outside.
That one doesn't have anything to do with Santa, but the Santa baby one is slutty though.
That one's rape. Santa baby is so horny.
It's so horny.
Santa baby.
It's like
why does she say it like
sang the national anthem? It like reminds me of that.
She's like your trashiest friend growing up. It's like her mom.
Yeah.
Santa baby,
I could see this woman's cleavage whenever you do the impression. Like you could see her like white tits coming out of her shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're nice, but it's like that's not the point.
I feel like the same single mom wrote the two songs.
Yes. And like truly had chlamydia while she was writing them. Like bad.
For sure. Sure.
I'm so glad I didn't have a slutty mom. I mean, of course, my mom and my parents are together, but like, man, in the world of single moms, I feel like it must be tough when your mom's like the Santa baby mom.
I saw a video of this kid, this mom who like invited a bunch of dudes over to her house and her kid was sleeping and the dudes were recording. Going into the kid's room, he's like 12. They're like, wake up, we hanging with your mom. And she's like, leave him alone. He's going to get mad.
No shit, dude.
Yeah, it's good because you're getting a train ran on you in the living room, you whore.
How about leave him alone? He's never going to see me the same way again.
Or get the fuck out of my son's room. Don't you dare go in there and touch him.
How about maybe this is on me for hosting the gangbang on a night where my son is here in my place.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look into that as her, you know?
I remember watching an episode of
go out to the gangbang. I prefer to hear that she left her son sleeping alone in the house.
Me too. It's just abandoned before you gangbang in front of your son.
Neglect him for like 6 hours while you go do the gangbang. It's fine.
I agree. I agree. You shouldn't be. No. Yeah. I remember I watched this. I think it was like Maury or Jerry Springer once, and it was about a mom that the mom and dad were both like nudists and they were constantly naked around the kids and their friends, and they would also have sex in front of their kids.
That's like way beyond it. You can't. I mean,
I think kind of like, shouldn't that be illegal?
All right, nudists are really weird to begin with, but like these people are like abusing the word nudist. I feel like you can't just be inserting yourself into your child's mother.
No, that's so fucked up.
The child and be like, it's because we're
naked. It wasn't a child. They were teenagers.
No.
Yeah.
So wait, it's like, what age does that start? When do you fuck in front of your kid for the first time? You're like, oh, he's probably 10. He could handle it now.
No, I think you just do it and you never stop.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh my God.
You gotta just
I put in YouTube, I might get arrested, but I was trying to find them nudist family inappropriate. And there are full nudist colonies with men and children on YouTube. How is this legal?
Not only that, but it's like, how do all of the pedophiles not just flock there? It's like we should have no pedophiles left in the rest of society because they're all there.
Is this woman not using her child for clickbait?
Everybody
She says she's skinny dipping.
I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't. That's like, that reminds me of the woman who fucking, oh no.
What is happening?
Are they playing baseball?
I don't think we can have this on our podcast. No, we can't. We
We'll
can't.
definitely censor this.
Okay, yeah. Or we can have it, but we can censor it. What the fuck?
That's wild.
Wait,
dude.
I don't know if we should even be clicking on this.
Oh, this reminds me of the naked roast. That guy.
Why is there naked? I know, but how is this legal?
Is it like truly wholesome? Like, I don't understand the nudist mentality. Is it like,
Is it wholesome and we don't get it?
is it like wholesome?
Why
for
is this
them and they're
guy
like,
dressed like Winnie the Pooh? Why does he only have a shirt on?
oh, that's insecurity at its finest right there.
You don't mind your
Imagine-
dick out, but you're like, don't look at my belly.
Oh man. No. Notice
Why
how
were
the women are all clothed too, because it's like these are the guys surrounding them. It's like I'm not gonna be the only naked woman around all of you disgusting dudes.
dude, this is insane. What the hell? What are they
I
doing?
Take it back.
They're doing
lady-
nudist awards. Oh, that dude's kind of swinging compared to the others.
I can't. It's the pride. Also something about when people have sneakers on. I hate this in porn too. Sneakers and socks with the fully naked human body fucks me up, dude.
We have to censor that kid.
We have to censor that whole thing.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was crazy. That
It was like-
feels like it should be illegal that child was there and also nude.
It was like picnic day with like your sports team. Like it was like a bunch of kids and parents at a park with like half the kids and half the parents being nude. Where do you go for that? Where's the nearest nudist colony to me right now? How far would I have to fucking remove myself from my life to get naked around other people all day long? It sounds like a whole thing. Like it sounds like you literally have to up and leave your life to go become a nudist. I can't just be a nudist around here.
Me and my mom went to a nude beach. She was like, "You want to see the nude beach? Because there's one in Florida." And I was like, "Yeah, let's check it out." Because there was like no one there. And we were just gonna like go walk on it, and it was all creepy old dudes waiting for. Because we weren't getting nudes, but we were gonna like maybe we can go topless and tan and stuff. And they were just waiting.
Yeah,
I was like, this is
prowling.
the worst.
Avoiding eye contact with each other's dicks.
Yeah, we're like, we're
And
leaving. This is
Walking
a lot. And it's like
aimlessly on the
down
beach.
the wind. The beach has a lot of wind, so I just feel like I'm downwind from a lot of like balls and ass. Does that make sense?
I guess so. Although I don't believe in that outside. I feel
I
like
do.
the air. I feel like the air lifts the sense upward. So I think if you're like more than 20 feet away from somebody outside, you're not going to smell them.
I think you're wrong.
Well, we'll have to consult a scientist or something.
We'll have to call up real scientists. I just think I like I told you, I can smell a sneeze, and I've walked past a place where I know someone sneezed and it's still there.
Well, not to bring it up again, but like you always say that at the naked roast, you can smell people. Whereas I swear this year at the naked roast, I was like, and I was like, no, I'm far away enough that I don't smell those bodies.
I don't like it. It's musty in there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be though.
You were looking for a whiff, you sick bitch.
I was trying to see if the whiff exists the way you said it was.
Oh no.
And I was like, pleased to be like, no whiffs. This is good.
no.
Just all the visuals in the world and a bunch of small dicks.
It's just never a big dick at the naked roast.
Very rarely. It's like the people who agree to judge have big dicks because they could just say no to the judging if they have a small dick.
Yeah,
And then everybody else really wants to be there.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have some glitch in the matrices. Do you want to hear some?
I do. Do you want to talk?
Okay.
Did we ever talk about the TikTok that you showed me?
No, we
dream-
need to talk about that.
We should talk about that first. No.
Okay, yeah, because I think we've talked about it originally on this podcast. And I think that if you're like a listener of this podcast, you know that we've already said this. So there's proof of that. But you guys know, if you're a fan of Broad Topics, you guys know that I've mentioned before that every night when I go to sleep, I dream of the same place. It's been happening for, I mean, probably 2 or 3 years ago. I said 5 years. I would say at least 6 to 7 years now. I go to the same place every night. It's the same dream. It's a beach. And I've said this, you can go back. I already described this on a podcast. I said it's a beach. It's connected to a water park. There's always like a condo or a hotel that I'm moving into, but there's always something wrong. Like it feels like haunted in one of the rooms. And then sometimes the water park is connected to an airport. When I try to leave the beach or this specific town, the airport is like packed. It's like very Truman Show-esque. Like there's like thousands of people in front of me. So I just leave the line, or I get on the plane and suddenly like the top comes off the plane and suddenly I'm like paragliding back down into the ocean. Like I never can leave this place. And I've said it before. I find this really weird TikTok. I sent it to Alex because it is a lady that's claiming to be some sort of medium. And she says that these are the places that people dream. Like she's like, do any of these dreams look familiar? And I know, Alex, you felt like some of them were familiar, or was that Sarah?
I felt like a bunch of them were familiar. But what was weird was like that you called me because you were like, look at this TikTok. It's crazy. And you were like, remember the water park dream we talked about, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I was like, not connecting with it at the moment. I was like, no, I don't remember the water park dream or whatever. And then that night after you showed me this video, like the next morning I woke up having had the water park dream that I know I've had before. And I was like, oh, that's the water park dream that Kim's talking about. I literally had it right after you sent me this video.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Fucking weird.
So I find
also like literally the haunted hotel, like I connect with all of it. Like the waves at the beach being like really fucking too much to go in. I'm like watching some other people. I'm like, that looks kind of dangerous. I don't know if I should go in. Like, all right, guys, let's take a minute and talk about our sponsor. It's IPVanish. You might ask yourself, what is IPVanish? Well, IPVanish is a virtual private network, or a VPN for short. And a VPN is a super important tool that helps you safely browse the internet. You could use a VPN on your computers, tablets, phones, even things like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. When you use a VPN, all of your data is encrypted, what you're reading, what you're searching, what you're watching, whatever it is you're doing. This is important because what you're doing on the internet is nobody's business but your own, and IPVanish helps you remain anonymous and secure on the internet, which is awesome. It's something that we all want. IPVanish is just $3.49 a month. So for just $3.49 a month or $27.99 a year, you could help protect your online privacy and security. Here's everything that you get with IPVanish. Anonymous IP addresses, meaning your personal IP address can't be tracked by anyone on the web. You could circumvent any online censorship. IPVanish has more than 1,500 servers in 70 plus locations. You get protection when using public Wi-Fi. Remember, with IPVanish, all your data is encrypted, so no one could snoop on what you're doing. And best of all, you get 24/7 customer support. You could email them, chat with them, even call them. They're always there to help. These guys are big supporters of the show, and they're big supporters of comedy in general. And they've come back to us with this awesome deal, wanting to offer you guys a 65% off deal on IPVanish. So go to ipvanish.com/topics. That's ipvanish.com/TOPIX to claim your 65% savings. They have plans starting at just $3.49 a month or $27.99 a year. This is the time to sign up, because with this discount and their current promotional offerings, you can get a VPN for 65% off the usual price. IPVanish is the best of the best, rated 4.7 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and that's with more than 6,000 reviews, so you know they're legit. So check them out. Head to ipvanish.com/topics, lowercase t, X at the end, ipvanish.com/TOPIX. All right, let's get back to the show.
How? I don't understand how this could happen and how people can have comment like the same kind of dream. Like the comments were so specific, were they not?
You know the bridge in that video?
Mm-hmm.
So I've dreamed that bridge, and then I showed it to my mom. She's dreamed that bridge. It's just so...
That's so weird. And the comments in the video, when I clicked on the comments, they were very specific to my dream. Like the girl would say, "Oh yeah, I've dreamed of that stairwell, which is a stairwell that I always take to get to the airport, is those stairs, those creepy stairs." And she's like, "I've dreamed of that stairwell, but it's always like looking over this water park that I visit." And then some girl commented on that one and goes, "Yeah, I've been to the water park, but I'm usually staying in this condo that's like eerily haunted." Like, how?
But it like doesn't bother me though. I'm like in the condo and it's haunted, and I just know it's haunted, and I just deal with it.
Yeah, I kind of just keep living there, but it does bother me. I'm terrified the whole time.
Yeah.
And I spend most of my time
bother me that
outside at the beach. I just sleep there.
I have a balcony that overlooks the ocean in my condo, but it is fucking weird. The elevators up to the condo are fucking weird. People were talking about the elevators in the comments. I was like, yeah, I have those too.
Yeah, the hallway with the doors, that's like where when I'm trying, because it's usually a condo I'm in, and I'll leave when I think it's haunted and I'll try to find it again, and I'm going through those hallways to try and find my room in that picture. It's just fucking
with
weird.
With like a hotel hallway with a red carpet, which is like, it's really bright red in these pictures, and I'm like, why is it's always a red carpet in my dream?
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
I never remember that, but it's very strange, and it's obviously we're all going to a similar place in our dreams. Some of us can remember it, or some of us are going there, and some of us can remember it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's weird and it's eerie, and I think now is a perfect time for a glitch in the matrix.
Love it.
Alex, I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to pick 3 titles, and you pick the one that you think sounds the best. This one's called Missing Organ. This one's called The Film That Wasn't There. And I Watched the Sunrise Twice with a Man Who Doesn't Exist.
1 and 3 are both really good. Missing organ, what does that mean? It's so vague. An organ from the body?
Which is that the one you want?
Piano organ? Yeah.
The one you want?
Yeah.
Okay. When my husband and I found out I was pregnant with baby number 2, we were surprised but overjoyed. It had taken us a while and lots of scans to get pregnant with number 1, so not needing the intervention with 2 was relieving. We did, however, decide that number 2 would be our only other child, so I opted for a C-section to get my tubes tied. The pregnancy was normal and I had normal scans. Everything went great. At 37 weeks, I went into labor and was taken for my C-section. My beautiful baby girl arrived and the doctors went to tie my tubes. However, there was only one fallopian tube. When did you have surgery to move your right fallopian tube? He asked. Never, I replied. Even scans during this pregnancy showed both of my fallopian tubes intact. Your right fallopian tube was surgically removed. There is a scar tissue and everything from a clear surgical procedure.
No.
My doctor was baffled. He searched all of my medical records and could not find any reason for my fallopian tube to be gone. I did not have any surgery. Oh, this is fucked. I did not have any surgery between that scan and the C-section, and there was no apparent reason for it not to be there. He insisted it was clearly a past medical procedure due to the nature of the scar tissue, but could not explain when or how. Needless to say, only one tube ended up tied because the other one had clearly been removed. To this day, it gives me the chills and I have no explanation.
Oh no, that is horrifying. It's like, first of all, I've never heard of somebody harvesting somebody's fallopian tube for anything, but let's assume, let's assume for some reason, some fucking criminal doctor like kidnapped this woman and fucking put her under and harvested her fallopian tube. Like, I'm obviously no doctor, but like while you're pregnant, there's no way you wouldn't notice that something happened to you.
It had to have been taken.
But it
had to
would've-
have been taken. I'm trying to look up if people
but it would
sell
have had to
fallopian
have
tubes.
been. It would have had to have been taken while she was pregnant. So it's like that's like a 9-month period where you're so aware of like your body and what's going on with you and where you went to bed and where you woke up and that kind of shit.
I'm sorry. I really this made me laugh. I was trying to find out if people sell fallopian tubes, and I found a question. It says, "How much is an arm and a leg on the black market?" And I don't know why. It doesn't. That's funny. They want to know what it costs an arm and a leg to make that joke. It's someone trying to write a bit.
I love that. Yeah, it's definitely like a comic or somebody.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
All
alleged
that market price
allegations
changes all the time.
Allegations of unwanted hysterectomies recall grim time in U.S. history.
But isn't that, yeah, that's like that's talking about like back in the day when they used to take women's uteruses out because they were like hysterical or something like that, which is fucking wild that was like happening ever.
Yeah.
Imagine they're like, she's too dramatic. She can't have babies.
They would have taken my shit away years ago.
I mean,
that one was really good. People say aliens. Someone else had another issue. I had gallstones issues a few years ago and had 2 ultrasounds and a CAT scan. They could never find my gallbladder and kept asking me if I was sure it hadn't been removed. So other people, someone said, "Oh my God, this happened to my husband."
No.
Yes.
Missing
He had no
organs all over the
gallbladder.
place. No.
Yes.
Oh, what if I'm missing an organ and I don't even know it? What if I've been abducted and nobody told me?
This says someone said surgeons have previously routinely removed organs like the appendix or gallbladder if they were already in the abdomen to prevent future surgeries. Not a common practice, but that might explain it.
But wouldn't that be on your record though? Like, wouldn't they at least be like, "Hey, I took your appendix out, just FYI."
What if
Gone
it's like in the
now.
old days when he's like, "Yeah, I took it out so he wouldn't have to come back and we don't have to say anything. He won't have problems in the future." Maybe it's
I mean,
that
I guess so, but how long ago is the old days then? Because it's like these people are on fucking Reddit.
Ugh, what the fuck?
I don't know.
No, I had my tubes tied after baby number 4, then had another baby. Turns out the doctor that did my tubule put 2 clamps on 1 tube. Baby number 5 is a blessing, but yeah, I sued and won big time.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Okay, do you want another one?
Yeah, I do.
I'll give you 3 more. Sudden darkness, weird deja vu helps me predict the future and save my life, or a weird gas station wormhole.
2 or 3 sounds really good. Which one do you like better?
I don't know.
I could do gas station wormhole.
Okay. Weird gas station wormhole. My boyfriend and I went to the gas station to gas up, and I sat in the car while he went inside to pay. Saw a noticeable man in rolled up jorts, thick boots, and a black tank top walking back and forth in front of the gas station talking to people. It was obviously strange behavior, but none of my business. So we moved to our next destination, the grocery store, about 5 minutes down the road. We watched the guy still pacing back and forth in front of the gas station as we pulled out and made our way to the grocery store. We didn't hit any traffic, and it was a complete straight shot. We pulled in, immediately got out, and the same exact guy we saw pacing at the gas station was walking out of the grocery store. It was 100% the same guy. We still have no idea how. There's no shortcuts or anything he could have taken. No idea how he got there before us, and still can't come up with an explanation.
Meh. Okay.
Let's do the other one.
Yeah.
Weird deja vu, because that one could just be, it looked
I'm
like
not
him.
impressed. Maybe he's fast. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe he did have a shortcut that you don't know
Maybe he
about.
knows things that you don't know.
Yeah, that was an ego-driven glitch, I hear. I'm so judgy. Weird deja vu helps me predict the future and save my life. I've always had deja vu. Same bitch. Not every day, but I'll go through weeks where I get a lot and weeks where I don't. The only difference between me and most people is that I get it very extremely, and it's almost as if I can predict the future within about 10 seconds. I'm able to know exactly word for word what someone will say, even when it's something completely random. I know when traffic lights will change, even when they're in unfamiliar places. I know when someone is going to show up randomly at my house. These may all have explanations, maybe subconsciously just having a really good sense of time or knowing what someone will say. But one time this saved my life. I was driving with my mom and I started to get the feeling. She was driving and I don't know why she believed me, but I'm glad she did. I had told her about my other experiences, but I don't think she ever really believed me. Anyways, we were driving and I knew the car was coming towards us, was going to come on the wrong side of the road. I told her something along the lines of, that car is going to come on the wrong side of the road. Move over right now. As soon as I said it, the car on the other side comes onto our side of the road and almost kills us, exactly as I pictured it in my head. I think she moved over just to humor me, but it saved us from a likely deadly accident. This is just one example, but it's an extreme one. And ever since then, my parents believe me when I say something's going to happen.
I've literally had this deja vu experience once in my life, but like, it's just hard to put in perspective because I was on acid and had just done a whip it. But when I tell
think
you,
you've said this before, the
swear
whip
to
it
God,
deja vu.
I swear to God, it was one of the craziest things that's ever happened. Cause like, I was just like in my fucking whip it zone and I saw like a sequence of like 12 different things happen in the room. Like it maybe covered like 6 to 8 seconds of time, but it was like one friend coughed and then another friend flipped the channel on the TV. And then 2 of my friends said a specific thing to one another back and forth. And then whatever, it was just like
so weird
thing after thing. And I pictured this all happening. And then I like snapped out of it and sat up and those exact 12 things happened. Just that I had thought happened a second ago. I just was already there and like just got pushed back in time or something.
To that I say no thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good on that. I mean, it is kind of cool.
It didn't freak me out because I was like, I was just already in that trippy mentality of like accepting whatever the fuck comes at you.
And that's when I think it happens because it's like it almost knows that you're not in the right state of mind. So you have something else to blame.
Yeah, maybe.
In like a weird way.
Yeah, well, for sure. But in a weird way, those kinds of like weird spiritual things all happen to you on drugs, like in ways that you're like, I truly can't explain this. Like if I wasn't on the drugs, it would still be this crazy that this thing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, but it almost seems like the drug is just a little touch to make you like lose touch with reality. And if it was real and if it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like almost like a mask for it.
I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but like I've seen 2 separate things, like audio from one place and video from another place sync up so like randomly.
Yeah.
Sync up so perfectly that I'm like, this could never have happened if I didn't take drugs right now. Like I could have pressed play at the same time and somehow it wouldn't be the same thing.
I kind of feel like that way whenever because sometimes I'm having dreams and it'll be like I think I've said this before, something loud will wake me up in real life. Like it'll be, for example, a car driving by a highway honking like, when that sound when they honk while they're driving past you. Mm-hmm. It'll be that sound that'll wake me up from a nap or something. Right. So in my dream, I'll be walking to a place and there's a show happening and someone blows a whistle that goes, and what I want to know is how did my dream know that I was going to hear? And that's the thing that wakes me up. But how did my dream set up the whole scenario for that to happen? Like, how did it know I was going to hear that and make the movie match that?
Yeah, that's the question. It happens to people all the time. Like even people like dream what their alarm is too. And it's like, how did my dream set up? My dream was being set up for like 5 minutes of dream time before that.
Yeah.
Like, in order for the bus to come past, like this needed to happen first. And my brain set it up all to the perfect timing so that the bus would pass me and make that sound just as my alarm went off or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes no sense, dude. I don't know.
It's fucked.
I don't know. And then the other day when we were on the phone and I was like, dude, I mean, I don't know, but this kind of shit makes me happy because it makes me just like believe that there's something more than what we could see. And then you pointed out the fucking horrifying alternative that is all just part of the simulation.
Like, I didn't say for sure.
that it could be.
Yeah, you were
Just
like, I like
all-
it because it gives me faith that there's something after this. And I was like, unless the image of something after this was just created to give us the false sense of hope that there's something after this.
Like if
That
it's
could
all
also
just like
be part of it.
yeah, like there's the physical world is like one simulation, and then like the online world is another simulation, and then the dream world is another simulation within all of these. Like they're all within the same universe
Yeah.
of a simulation, but one within the other kind of thing.
Yep.
That would fucking suck, dude. It's like, why make me? That's just like
It's
fucked
me.
up. It's like whoever's running the simulation needs to think about us for a second.
They're
Why
being
make
a
me
bully. But actually
ponder-
they do pretty well with me, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I really like my whoever owns my sim,
But it's just like
whoever made me.
kind of fucked up the mechanism of it all to make us have to ponder this stuff forever for none of it to mean anything, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's just what we know for now though.
Yeah.
It might be beyond and we're not capable of learning.
Perhaps.
Anyways, got to go do ayahuasca. I think we should end the pod there
I'm down with that.
on some deep shit.
Sure thing.
All
Y'all
right, you
came-
guys.
I hope y'all came here to get spiritual with us because my soul is soaring after
soul
this
is-
podcast.
Soaring as well. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. You guys, I fucking did it. I made the move. I bought a PC. I switched. I made the switch. It's in the mail right now. I'm fucking excited. So I will be doing regular streams as soon as I get it in the mail and set up. So make sure you start following my stream now before it blows up. Twitch.tv/QueenKong1. And also check out my other podcast, Thicky and Shank, with me and Sarah Wineshank. Alex, what about you,
Hell
baby
yeah.
girl?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. Also, if you love the show, head to gasdigitalnetwork.com. Use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX. Get yourself a 7-day free trial with access to every episode on demand, bonus content, live chats, and more, as well as every other show on Gas Digital Network, including Stick and Portly, my weekly recap of Rick and Morty that I do with Mike Harrington. So check it out.
All right. We love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.